Hello, it's Marco from DPlugins. I wanted to share you what you're going to release in the version 2.9. The biggest change is that we dropped the support for the version 3. And the reason is you don't need it actually anymore, because what you can see here, we still have the config file in case you need to support the older plugins. But the reality is the Tailwind is moving strongly with the version 4, and all the updates are there. So what you can do is, if you need to support it, you just paste what you need in the config. Otherwise, you are good to go with just the style tab. Also, what you can see here is the typography and the forms are there, because we are shipping the typography and forms with the Winden, and those plugins are included. And the easiest way is to add them by the default. If you don't need them, you just remove them, save, and it's going to be compiled without them because you didn't call them. What you can see here is the main style, have the plus button, so you can create now multiple style files. You can wrap them with the layers theme, base, component, and the utilities, or without the wrapper layer. You just give the name and you create a new tab, because some of the users are adding extra classes, and after a while it's becoming cluttered, so it's much easier to maintain if you split it. Then what you can see here is the new icon, and when you press it, the entire UI now goes into the dark theme, not just the editor as before. I'm going to bring it back to the light theme for the more contrast. The next thing is what I wanted to show. It's just close this one, open it, and you can see the color here of the background is white. Let's just add the body, background color red. And if we move here, you can see that it's a live reload now. So what you can see here is we implemented the hot reload. And if you do the apply, background, primary. Okay, perfect. So if you need darker, darker. If you need lighter, it's lighter. And also if you, so we have more space. So if you change the wizard, it's going to apply here as well. So, but the biggest improvement under the hood is that now, if you load it, you don't see the blink anymore, because now what we are doing with the new logic is that we are always bringing the CSS file, and if some class is missing, it's going to be generated inside the browser. Otherwise, you will get the production ready website on the save. But the best thing are the now integration, deep integration with the builders. So what I want to show you now is, let me just open it like this. Even better if we just remove the base, so we don't have the reset. Okay, and we have now the background. Let's go to the builder, and let's just, I didn't add the autocomplete. Let me just do that. Perfect. Okay. So what we have done here is we have added the background, we have added the padding, and we pressed the save inside the Gutenberg. We didn't touch the Winden at this point at all. But if we go to the cache tab, and we reload it, you can see that from the builder now on the post save is going to be regenerated. So every time now I update, you get the production ready website. So this is going to be awesome. You don't need to go back and forth, change between the production, go to the Winden and press save to regenerate. It's going to be generated on the fly, and this is going to be an amazing experience for you. What you can see here inside the settings, we restructured the settings. Now we have the builders, everything around the builders. It's the autocomplete, it's the pulling the data or DQ styles. Then inside the editor, you only have the option between do you want to plain CSS or the SCSS. Then for the production, you can disable the dev mode, and that means that the compile in browser, it's not going to be loaded. So it's going to be even faster, and you have option between the loading the CSS file, or you want to have the inline, because it's one less HTTP request, and since the files are usually really small, it's quite good for the performance as well. Then for the file scanning, instead of typing the path, you can just now select, and you can see what's going to be scanned. You can choose the file types, and you can press or you just can close it. You can press save, and it's going to scan and compile. Let me just create a little more space, and inside the wizard for the calculations, that means the font size, the spaces, and the border radius, we improve the logic. By the default, you will get the wizard as you had it before. The base value, it's going to be from drop down to actual radio button, so you can choose where the base value is, and that means this min and max are going to be applied. You can see it here and here, or if we change it here, that means everything above is going to be calculated in a negative ratio, and everything below is going to be calculated in the positive ratio. Then if you don't want a fluid, it's just going to be fixed. You have still the radio button for the ratio, and instead of 2, you will have 1 field to fill. You can of course overwrite them in case you need something or you just want to round it. Also, there is as before option to choose between the rem and the pixel, and I want to explain this logic as well. Even if you choose the rems, here you have the pixels, and the reason is most of the users are going to transfer the design from the Figma to the WordPress, or in this case Winden, and in the Figma you will still have the values as pixels because the Figma doesn't provide the rems. So what you need to map is the pixels from the Figma to the pixels to the Winden, and we are going to do the entire calculation for you. But there is a huge improvement here, and that's the manual. So sometimes you don't need ratio, sometimes you just need the more or less random values. We still have the steps, because that's going to create the number of fields here. So if you can see that, and now you can add whatever you need. So if you don't need a ratio, we got you covered with this one. You just type the names of the steps, and you can see how we're mapping it. The first one is here, and the last one is here. Hope you guys like what we have done with Winden. Hope the experience will be much better and interface will be much more understandable now. Also, I want to mention this one. Let's just remove it and let's just open the docs. And I want to showcase you the external or the CDM plugins as well. So in this case, we are going to paste the Daisy and let's DaisyUI. So if you open here, we are going to grab the playground. So I'm going to copy this one. We can close this one and let's remove this one and add so we don't need to type one by one. And what you can see here is all the CDM plugins working as well. So if you go to the playground, you can see that everything is here. And if you come back here, everything is here as well, and it's working as expected. The under the hood is completely redone. Everything works perfectly now, so you can just plug and play and enjoy. Thank you for watching, and please leave in the comments if you like what we have done and also what improvements you expect more from the Winden. Thank you for watching and bye!